Everyone, Trey Crawford here again, talking about remote ID. I have to give kudos to DJI for continually to knock it out of the park. We know a lot of us who use legacy drones, and when I mean legacy drones, we mean the older drones, some that are not even longer in production, but DJI has been filtering out these updates, firmware updates, allowing these drones to become remote ID compatible, I should say in compliance. Myself, I have upgraded my fleet to want to be RTK available for my clients. So I was on the verge of wanting to purchase the Phantom 4 RTK, but I had to hold off until remote ID came out and try to figure out what's going to happen. Just like everybody else, I had to sit on the fence waiting for see if DJI was going to be true to their word. And up to this date, DJI has. I've had 2 drones now who have firmware updates to make them remote ID compliant. The first one was the Maverick Enterprise Advance, and now I just picked up the Phantom 4 RTK, and it had a big update. Took almost 45 minutes off my home network to get the full updates for this drone. That might be usual, but the amount of updates I had to do to make this drone compliant, amongst other updates, it took about 45 minutes altogether to get the updates up to speed. And then right away it said, the drone is remote compliant. So I have to say, tip of the cap to DJI. They are, like I say, hitting it out of the park. They are being customer friendly and supportive of the drone community out there, those of us who own DJI drones. And I've yet to hear, and I'm hoping to hear, Autel, Skydio, and Parrot, and all the rest of them. What are they going to do with their legacy drones? Are they going to shell out new firmware to make them remote ID compliant? Like I say, more drones are coming out, and that's one way to avoid it. But for me, if I already have a drone, I've already spent that $8,000, $9,000, $2,000, whatever it may be, I spent. And all I need is a free firmware update to keep me compliant, to keep me able to fly without buying additional modules. And that's a whole nother issue. How much will you have to spend on modules to be compliant? One for each drone you have. I'm a commercial operator, so I can't just buy one module and switch it around to all my different drones like recreational pilots can. I have to buy, at this time, I would have to buy a module for each of my other legacy drones, which I have 3 other Phantom 4 Pros version 1s that may not get the update. And that's something I have to look at from a owner perspective. If I go out and buy the current ones that are most reliable, most useful, we're talking about $300 a pop. So that's $900 I have to spend on buying a module for those drones. So like I say, DJI is holding up their end of the bargain. Hopefully, those who own the older Autel Evil ones, some of you may own the older Parrot and Noffies, and so on and so forth, the original Skydios. I'm not sure what they're going to do, if they're even concerned with the consumer market. I would say the recreational market is a better word to put it, as far as Skydio. They seem to have ran in a different direction, and I wish them the best. But when you have products that are out there still being used, you still have somewhat, in my opinion, an obligation to those consumers out there that are still trying to use your products for their enjoyment or for their benefit if they're using them for commercial use. So once again, this is Dre letting you know that DJI is consistent. They're being, supportive of the drone community and allowing us to be able to use our drones the way we intended to use them when we purchased them originally. As I always say, hang on and enjoy the ride, and please subscribe. Thank you.